All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thursday night football between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers. The best that the NFL has to offer us in what should be an instant classic of a game. Nonetheless, guys, we're going to go through this non-great game, non-sexy game. Still have a couple plays I want to send your way. Still waiting on some lines and odds to come out as well. So just keep an eye on the pinned comment for any sort of adjustments or additions or changes. That pinned comment will be sort of the Bible for the final plays, all right? But as of right now, Chicago sitting at 3.5-point favorites at home. The total sitting at 39.5. We'll jump into all that in just a second. But first, let's recap last week. A positive week, so cha-ching, we'll take it, up about a unit. But what I will say that 10 times fast, we kind of closed out the week so poorly, closing out the week 1-4, starting it real hot. That Thursday night football was a great night. 4+ money plays, cashing 3 of them, and the guppies were out and about in that video's comments as well. And then all of a sudden you deleted your comments. Like, where were all the hate comments in the morning? That was, I don't know if we've seen that many deleted comments before. Sunday, during the core slate, we stayed profitable, and then Sunday night football rolls around. Yikes. There we go. 0-3 in Sunday night football. Split Monday night football, but nonetheless still stayed profitable. But man, we were off to the races after Thursday night football and kind of crumbled after that. But just wanted to keep it at least honest with you guys. You know what I mean? But we did have another positive thing to talk about here. The ride of the day. Pumping some damn crowd noise for Exploding Waffles. What a username. Has the ride of the day as Deontay Johnson over 4.5 receptions and 50+ yards as a parlay. That cashes. He had 7 receptions for 90 yards. We'll take that to the bank. Shout out to you, Exploding Waffles. We'll do another ride of the day for Thursday night football this week. If you guys want to be the ride of the day, all you got to use is hashtag ride of the day in the comments. Give me an absolute banger of a pick, and then I'll be giving you a shout out to the person that I jump on board with. One person, give you a shout out in next Thursday's video, win or loss. But let's go ahead and jump into this game here. So again, I already mentioned this is a battle between two teams that really aren't all that great. Carolina right now, 1 win. The Bears way ahead of them with 2 wins. So Carolina 1-7. The Bears 2-7. Carolina against the spread 1-6-1, 0-4 on the road this year. And Chicago 3-5-1 against the spread at home 1-3. So who really knows what's going to happen in this game? That 3.5 spread is super important to me because I do believe the Bears are that much better, regardless of who's the quarterback for their team. Okay, I do believe that if it's Bajent or Fields or whoever, they are better than Bryce Young and the Panthers as of right now. But that being said, that 3.5 line, like I said, very important because that's outside of a field goal. So I lean the Bears in this one, but I probably end up staying away from this just due to the fact that we're looking at, outside of a field goal. Like, I don't think the Bears are that much better than the Panthers. The one play that we're actually going to lock in here, and I feel like an absolute psycho doing it, but I think I'm going to take a peek at the over right now. But I'm going to move it a little bit. I'm going to look at the over 37.5. So slightly different, an alt line there, Alti Ev coming out. You can get that at -130 over on MGM right now, so I don't hate that value whatsoever. You compare that to other sports books at -142 on FanDuel, -139 on DK, -139 on Caesars, so about 10 cents of value there on BetMGM. So over 37.5 is going to be my main play. Now, why I say it might be crazy is because we're trusting two offenses that really just aren't it, right? Like, we know the Panthers aren't it. They've only scored, over 20 points a handful of times here. The last 2 weeks, 15 points, 13 points. Chicago, another stale offense, but they've had some decent offensive games, especially against bad defenses, right? 28 against Denver, 40 against Washington, 30 against Las Vegas. Yes, they've kind of slumped plenty of times in terms of who's playing the quarterback. We don't know. But asking for, 38 points, I don't think it's all that crazy. So I do lean towards the over 39.5 as well, just because I think these two defenses are that bad. But I'm locking in over 37.5. Now, could this game be like a 17-10 game? No. Duh. Like, we're talking two bad teams here, but if we want to get something out there, I do think that there is value kind of fading both these defenses and crossing our fingers and hoping to die with the offenses to at least be able to give us, maybe 21 to 17 type of a game, making this hit that over 37.5. But yeah, that is our play on the game here. We do have a player prop that I want to talk about as well. We're jumping in over on Outlier, guys. If you don't know what Outlier is, make sure to check it out. It is a great player prop research tool. In fact, it's a great tool just overall for games, flashing through here, everything like that, comparing odds. But we're looking at D'Onta Foreman here, over 0.5 touchdowns. So he just needs to score. Now, he hasn't done squat since, obviously, that big game with the Bears a couple weeks ago, right? But this is a Panthers team that is allowing the most touchdowns per game to opposing players here. So I do like this spot for D'Onta Foreman to be able to go at least and punch one in. And I would be lying if I didn't say that the odds at plus 100 are tempting too. We're going to get our money back here for a team that allows a bunch of touchdowns. Bad defense. If we look at them, the Carolina here, they're the 32nd ranked team in rush defensive DVOA. So literally the worst rush defense in the league. Now, I'd also consider some of his other lines, but we don't have any lines out. Not many Bears props out as of right now either, just given the fact that we're still waiting on some injury updates. But that is what we're leaning towards as of right now. But yeah, I don't think that there's much of an issue with looking at overs for both passing and rushing on this side of the ball for Chicago. Another player prop we're looking at here is actually going to be the under for Chuba Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard has been decent. I don't really want to take too much away from him, right? But he's been really sporadic this season. If we jump in here, his rushing yards line at 45.5, I like the under. So like I said, kind of sporadic this season. He's getting a decent amount of carries, taking over that primary run role there as well. But this is a defense for Chicago that, like I said, bad defense, right? But if we look at where they actually excel, it's going to be in the running game. The 7th best team in rush rank defensive DVOA. So Chuba Hubbard, I don't expect him to get things going here. Just like most games, I do expect them to, have to try and come back and throw the ball, which would definitely bring Miles Sanders more into the game and more into the equation. So it sounds like I'm like all over the Bills here, leaning them on the money line, looking for some points with the over. D'Onta Foreman's touchdowns, Chuba Hubbard's under. Like, it sounds like I'm all over the Bears here, but this is not really a great spot. So the fact that we have 3 plays in this game, I'm already kind of like shaking in my boots, right? Like, are we forcing too much in this game? Because I'm sure a lot of you guys watching, if you didn't do this for a living type of thing, you might be saying, let's pass on this game. But I'm all about the challenge, trying to find some value there. So yeah, enough of that, guys. I do want to also, before I let you go ahead and talk to you about Sleeper. If you haven't checked out Sleeper yet, now's the time to do so. For new users, pretty much every Thursday Night Football, they're dropping an amazing promo square for you guys. So make sure to go ahead and check it out. But yeah, you get 100% of your first deposit matched as well using the link in the pinned comment. You throw in $100, they'll be like, here you go. You'll have a new account balance of $200. Throw in $20. Cheapo Deluxe, right? They'll double it and give you $40 in your account. Go check out Sleeper, guys. Link in the pinned comment. You get this free square here. I don't even know if I should call it free because Bryce Young over one, getting at least 1 passing yard. Who knows if that's even a guarantee, but that is what we have for you guys in today's video. To recap, over 37.5 minus 130 over on BetMGM. Then we have D'Onta Foreman to score a touchdown plus 100 odds. And then Chuba Hubbard under 45.5 rushing yards for minus 115. Yeah, that's what we got for this game. I don't expect this to be an instant classic, but it is football nonetheless. We got to get up for it and have a good time. Good luck on your bets, guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll catch you guys in the next one, all right? Peace out.